I think your lisp is cute. Don't listen to them, man. Say 7 sizzling sausages sizzling in a saucepan. Jesus Christ. Yes, you are locked in with your girl Che3kz, bringing the flavour and heat with the gal and week. Wow. All tight shiz on the show, yeah?
Summertime vibe come down to feature. Drink of the smoke come down for either. It's the ill, the bop, the beep. Like a ninja from under you creep with the beep, the bop, the beep, the bop, the boo. I'm the captain, this is my crew, with the beep, the bop. Doing up Cambridge, doing up Oxford. M-Way, doing up Uxbridge. MC Hammer with the jewels, can't touch this. All the bad beats in the pop.
This Boombox like tune, rude boy.
Are we ready?
Are you ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Allow
Right,
me.
okay.
All right, we are back. Another episode. Big up everyone, all the subscribers that are actually subscribing, and to all you, I won't even call you cheapskates that watch but don't subscribe. Come on, man. Just press the
lock
button.
in. Come on, lock in. Come on.
Press the button, innit? It's free, innit? Big guest today.
Why?
Do you know what I love about this one? Is I've known this lady for what? I was thinking like, it's over
a decade.
It's over 10 years.
Yeah.
So it brings me real joy to do this episode, because to see people go and do their thing and kind of back in the game and all of that. And when I see, like, I know them, like I know their journey and I know how hard it is. Do you know what I'm saying?
For real.
So to see them back, like, on top and doing this thing, we have to give our salutes and flowers, but first and foremost, come on, Che3kz is in the motherfucking house.
Boom.
How are you, Che3kz?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here, man.
Hey, it's good to see you, you know.
Yeah.
It's been about, what, 10 years?
Yeah,
10 years
at least.
plus.
Yeah, man.
But just on a side note, honestly, super proud, you know.
Oh, thank
like,
you,
just see
man.
you blowing up the internet, like,
Yo.
I'm like, what the
Gone
fuck?
crazy, I know,
Like,
innit?
we're going to get to all of that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know your history, but obviously people don't, so we've got to...
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
a paint picture, you get what I'm saying?
We have a paint.
We have a paint, we have the strokage, you get me?
Stroke game crazy.
You
What?
get me? So go on, tell them, innit? Born and raised where?
Born and raised Manchester, Old Trafford. Yeah, man. Journey's been crazy. I was, a product of youth clubs. I went to a youth club. My dad had a youth club. And that's kind of like where all the music and that started.
Cool. Just talk about growing up in Manny, though, in those days. What was it like for you?
To be fair, Manchester, it's gully, do you know what I mean? So there's obviously certain areas where it's a bit more...
Because all we hear is Moss Side, innit? Don't go Moss Side, don't go
Yeah,
Moss
it's
Side.
not even crazy like that anymore. Like, obviously, there is still things happening out there.
Yeah.
But it's all over Manchester, but it's like anywhere, there's different parts, but I just see it as, where you are and what you put yourself around you will be like, so...
Yeah, but are you around that type of stuff, though?
Not anymore, no, I
No,
wasn't.
but then I'm talking about them. But
Yeah.
you know, when you're around that, some people say, yeah, you put yourself around it, but some people don't really have a choice, because as soon as they step out,
Yeah, it's your neighbourhood, innit?
that stuff is there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what type of stuff are you seeing?
Where to start, Jesus Christ? All right, man, for me growing up, I was always like a creative kid, but obviously my friendship groups were associated or gang affiliated, so that made me
Okay, why though?
affiliated.
Have you got brothers or sisters older?
Yeah, I've got an older sister, full sibling, and then I got some younger ones. My sister her nickname was Gangster Bitch, so that should tell you everything about that.
That was her name?
Yeah,
No,
nickname.
for real?
Yeah, everyone like, yo, yeah, Gangster Bitch's little sister. I'll be like, hi.
Okay, so like, so your sister's fully outside.
Yeah, my sister was like on
Gangster
smoke.
bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's always a real one, and I think that's the thing. Like, your friends are your friends, in it, so you become associated
But
through stuff.
when you mean on smoke, what do you mean without... Allegedly as well,
And
by the
there's
way.
not-
Everything's allegedly, you
Let's
know.
just say, yo, you can't take my sister for idiots.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're seeing this, does that toughen you up then?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I was always a creative kid, but I grew up like, my dad was always very, on smoke with us as well, in terms of, there was no soft parenting. It
Right.
was,
No, I don't know.
chat shit, get banned.
Okay. So
Yeah, my dad was
so
always...
you got ass whooping.
Yeah, mash up, box up, twist up, everything, man.
Okay, no, but box up sounds a bit ferocious.
Well, my dad was a kickboxer, so, and a
Right,
boxer.
Right, but
Love you, Dad.
come on.
Yeah, no, my dad obviously.
But you're really painting the picture that you come home and do the Muay Thai.
No. Do you know what it was? We've always had like character, and he always made sure that if we fucked up, we knew about it. But also he was soft in his like creative aspect with us in terms of like, he had time for us. Like my dad was top, but you can't mess about or run game.
What was the worst beating you got?
Worst beating I got one time. Nah, I can't even say. I'm not even gonna tell you. I can't.
Did you deserve the beating?
Yeah. I tried to mash him up as well, innit? I literally had a fight with my dad.
No way.
Yeah.
How old was you?
I think I was about maybe like 19 or something.
You tried to fight the Muay Thai fighter?
Yeah, he Muay me, mashed me up.
Man got the tiger.
I do go bow.
Tiger knee.
Yo, literally spinning back kick.
I swear. Okay. Do you think parents should do that to their kids?
I think it's hard to say, and obviously now the world's different.
Yeah.
Soft parenting, I think, in terms of like communication, I feel is valid, but I do think depending on what your child will respond to, sometimes a little whooping might be.
Did it work on you?
Yeah, it toughened me up. Like, yeah, like it gave me, like I said, no one could really. I've always had my back. Like I've always had myself, and that became because I always knew how to back myself and always knew how to fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no one could really.
And then when you're outside, what type of things are you seeing?
It's crazy. Everything from robberies to people on road getting shanked up to fights. Like it can be a really violent place, Manchester, like most places. But again, it's your situation surrounding it, so you grow up around it. So it's bad because you become desensitized to it. It's not even like.
Are you like taking part in this stuff as well, or are you forced to take part of peer like pressure? Do you know what I'm saying?
No, not really. I think some of the stuff came with like who my friends were. They affiliated me with stuff, so people would try and be on smoke with me. So then obviously you got a back.
Yeah.
What you think?
Come on. And in school, how are you in school then?
Oh, school's crazy. Like I'm suspected ADHD, so.
What does that mean?
Not got the diagnosis, but my therapist said to me like, when did you get diagnosed? Like diagnosed with what? She's like ADHD. I was like, right.
Okay, because you just said to me out there, oh, I've got ADHD.
Yeah, swinging.
Okay, what does that mean for people?
It affects everyone different, doesn't it? And I know where we're at in the world today, everyone's like, oh, everyone's on a spectrum. But for me, it's everything from my ability to process stuff, my highs and lows, like my brain, like really hard to switch off and relax and stuff.
Some people have come on this show and said that they're just tags, they don't really exist. What would you say to them people?
I think there's a level of understanding that comes with it. So do I walk around and be like, oh, what is life? But for me, it helped me understand my brain more and how to maneuver the world. Like I wouldn't take medication and stuff, but
you wouldn't.
No.
Why not?
I've done how many years without, so I don't feel like I need to. Like I'm very good at like managing myself. So whether it's I know I need to work out, I know I need to meditate, I know like I need to write things down. Like I manage it quite well.
So what are the symptoms for people that think I don't know their child might have it?
I'd probably say like heightened emotion, sensitivity, empathy. Can be quite extreme in terms of like feeling stuff or feeling things or situations.
What do you mean by feeling them?
So like energies, like when you come in a room, like you can feel.
Yeah, I can definitely feel your energy levels are up there. You get me?
Yeah. But as well, it's the mood swings as well. For me, was the biggest thing because everyone just thinks ADHD just means like you got mad energy all the time, but sometimes it's like quite extreme lows as well with it that you got to manage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't go down the actual medicine route then?
Do you know what? I'd never say never, but yeah, at the moment, nah.
Because there's a lot of people that come on the show and they don't trust the medicine system. They're on this Dr. Sebi thing.
Yeah.
They're
trust me, it's all in the roots.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, where's your standpoint on that?
That's like I said, I've managed it for years, you know what I mean? And I was like, later in life, they was like, oh yeah, of course you must have it. But it's something that, I just manage myself.
And then for people that think they have it and they don't want to go down the medicine route, what are the things that they can do to help manage?
For me, one of the really good things that I journal, so I'm like very reflective in my practice. So I'll journal every week. I'll like review my goals, aspirations, where I'm at in life. The overthinking can be crazy, but learning to let stuff go, meditate, writing stuff down. I'm a list person. It's crazy. Like if it's not on my list, I get like sidetracked. I do about 30 side tasks.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, cool. And then so in school, are you like studying then or not?
School's a bit rough. So I got out I was in a school in Stretford. I went to Lostock, and then my mum moved out the ends and then moved me to an area where it was like literally there was 3 people of colour in the school.
Well, hold on. So your parents are together at this point?
Nah, split. Yes, my parents split when I was like 6.
Right. Okay, cool. And then you moved with mum?
Yeah, so me and mum see dad on weekends.
How was that split for you? Because you're 6 and
that
now...
was tough. Yeah. That was like my mum and dad together. It was right that they split because their relationship wasn't in the best place anyway. But it was hard because you go from what you know to having to like split household, your time. You know, your parents obviously are beefing as well. So that was tough. But I had my older sister. Like I said, we grew up in the same house.
Gangster, bitch. Sorry.
Yeah, gangster.
Don't gas me. Don't gas me with gangster. Sorry. Go on. She's outside.
Yo, crazy.
Right. Go on.
But yeah, man. So that was tough. And then I moved like to a predominantly like white area. Which was crazy work. So when I was in...
Okay, so the area you're in before that, what is that? Is that predominantly black? Is it mixed?
It's mixed, yeah, it's mixed. At Old Trafford, Stretford, it was mixed.
Yeah.
But predominantly like black culture, Asian.
Are you a Man City fan or a Man United fan? Because I know people there have to pick their from early
they
doors.
get on smoke, don't they?
Yeah, so then my next question would be, why the fuck are you wearing blue?
Well, I did have a nice jacket on, but you made me take it off.
That's a black jacket, so don't even give it like it's
I can
red.
wear the colours, not Bloods and Crips out here. I'm not
I don't know. Is it though?
No,
it feels
not
like
for
it in
me.
Manchester, you know. You're saying that, yeah,
Nah,
but people in Manny take it serious, you know.
I know, right? They'll be on a smoke now with me saying, yo, she's wearing blue.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm sure one of their kits is blue anyway, United.
But listen.
Yeah, the away kit, don't worry, I got United for it.
But I'm just saying, is it really like that in Manny?
Yeah, people are on smoke with it, like, yeah.
You've really got to pick your colour.
Yeah. People like will stop talking to you if like you go, you red or blue, they'll be like,
Straight away?
Yeah, crazy.
And you're red?
Red till I'm dead. You get me?
All right, mate.
All right, mate. Yeah, Geeza.
Are you red because your family's red then? Is that just how it works?
Yeah, and I grew up in Old Trafford, innit? So it was always like,
Yeah.
one of my good friends, shout out Joe, he is a pure City fan. So like when they're playing or we're playing each other, I'll just like trash talks me. But he's like hardcore fucking United.
But it appears it's more like banter level than opposed to actual beef.
Yeah, if it's not actual, to be fair though, like, well, not what I see anyway. Yeah, I'm like, it's not that deep. It is literally just football, like, relax.
Yeah, it's just interesting to fucking know because we're from London. I don't know how.
You're like hardcore, like, what are you?
No, I ain't nothing.
You Arsenal fan?
I don't watch football like that. I don't really care. It's fucking millionaires chasing the ball, man. What the fuck, man? Like, let's break it down, man.
For real, innit?
They're all millionaires.
Millionaires,
You are paying your money to see these millionaires. And
that's true.
And the bit that gets me is man go drive 4 hours or fly out the country.
You have to go watch pro man just run around kicking a ball.
And then they lose. What the fuck?
Get home and they're like, get your Stella.
Imagine that drive home after. So you drove for 4 hours, spent 100, 200 pounds. Yeah, and then you lose and come back home.
You know what? I went to a yoga. I went to hot yoga, and I'm like in my namaste, you know, chilling. She's like,
Zen.
I like Jesus Christ, I love it. And next minute, I hear, boy, so they were playing. I think it was Rangers. But all the Rangers fans were walking down through town, but they were like escorted by police, and they were just like going crazy with the chants. I'm like, yo, brothers, like I'm literally just trying to zen
my
one
zen
time.
moment.
Literally, do you know what I mean?
All right, cool. So you moved to the other house, and you go to a predominantly white school.
Yeah. So from year 8, maybe like midway through year 8.
So what's the difference then, like?
Oh, it was crazy. I walked in the first day, they would be like, rub my skin and be like, will I get brown or like?
No.
Yeah,
way.
no, it was crazy. Like, swear to God, it was.
And was
crazy.
gangster bitch in this school because if gangster bitch landed, it's going off.
Yeah, so she stayed in school in Sheffield, so she ended up staying with
gully.
my dad. Yeah, she ended up moving, staying with my dad, and I moved with my mum.
Yeah, she kept it on the roads.
Trust me, and I'm
gangster bitch now. Yeah, go on.
So yeah, I moved to there.
So you went to so
like there was one black guy in the school, one mixed race girl, and me, and that was it in the entire school.
Right, but are you getting racist treatment?
Yeah, for sure. Like girls, I remember one girl like basically tried to jump me over just like the colour of my skin.
Oh shit! But then you're hard now.
Yeah. So
what did you do? You box her up?
Yeah, she was big though. I'm not gonna lie, she had me off. I was fuming, man.
Swear
Yeah,
down.
like shopkeepers come out, tried to drag me in the shop. Like I think she pulled something out. Like
pull what out?
I think she had like a bottle.
A
or
hairband?
something. Nah, I think she had a bottle or something.
Okay.
So yeah, and I literally had to get fucking like picked up from the shop. They were like, yo, you can't go back out there. And all my friends, literally, I remember it was crazy. Yeah, I remember being stood there and then she's tried it. So I'm like throwing blows back and all my friends just like stood back. No one
they didn't
there.
back it.
No one back to sing.
Come on,
I'm like, yo,
man.
anyone ever touched? But yeah, and then what's crazy from that, we had the fight, and then from there, I think she tried, like, I think there's a few times at school, they're like, oh yeah, she's waiting for you. And I'm just like, you know, let's go then, innit? At this point then, and I think that was probably a big turning point for me where I was like, yeah, nah, anyone tries anything, like, I'm on it.
Okay, so you like stood your ground.
Yeah, for sure.
Fair enough. But are you actually studying though? Or not?
Yeah, nah, I was. Like, I liked, do you know what I'm chatting shit? No, I wasn't. Do you know what it is?
Show us your grades. Nah, go on.
Nah, for real. I struggled in school, so like sitting down for long periods of time and people just talking at me, like I didn't.
Yeah.
Boring. Do you know what I mean?
But
I loved. Yeah, but I liked dance and I liked English.
Creative.
Yeah, and loved it. You know, it was mad as well in school. Yeah, they played. You know, like you do film studies and shit, and then they played Roots.
Okay,
and I remember,
thing.
so obviously they talk about Black history, and I remember everyone in the class, literally put Roots on, and they went, and all looked at me, I'm like, brother, I don't know Kunta Kinte, like, we're not, like, it was, but yeah, it was like a whole different world when I moved there, but what was good is, because I still saw my dad on the weekends, I had all, obviously, my friends.
You still had the gully side?
Yeah.
But are you like outside on the weekends then?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
Doing what though? What? Come on, talk to me. Allegedly, innit?
Allegedly. Do you know what it was for me? I think I was probably trying to prove myself, if anything, because my sister obviously had a rep, and I think I was probably just trying to make my way in the world as...
Was this a peer that pressure thing then?
I wouldn't say, nah, not really. I think for me, it was more like I wanted to have that rep for myself, because I think I didn't ever want to be seen as vulnerable or, you know, be like seen as you can take the piss out of me or whatever. So I think that's something really I did off my own back.
You ever get arrested?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah. For what?
A array of different things. Do you know what's mad? I shouldn't even, no, actually, stop sharing. I had to go police station the other week with someone, and I was their guardian, obviously.
Look how the tables have turned.
Yeah, you seen it? And when I've gone there, I've given my details, and they were like, you look a lot different on this picture. I was like, what? They were like, yeah,
Mugshot.
bro, yo, my mum. I was like, nah, crazy.
Oh, they showed you your mugshot. So what did you get shift for then?
Me, nothing.
What do you mean? You just said you've been shift.
Listen.
Okay, you don't want to.
Allegedly.
Okay. You ever go to prison?
Nah.
Okay.
Just nah. Yeah, no time.
Yeah, okay.
No time.
You want to serve all that. All right, cool. So then talk to me about music then. So when does this creep in then?
I get from young, like, in the youth clubs, it was always a thing, like, you'd get on mic. I was predominantly more dancing first then, so I did, like, street dance, so I'd teach young people as well dance, and I was in, like, a crew performing and stuff.
Yeah.
But I always just loved barring. Like, for me, it was always, like, even my dad, like, me and my dad would bar, go back to back and stuff like that, and my sister, she sang. So we always had that creative flair, and then I think when I got to about maybe, like, 15, 16, I started being like, actually, I'm all right at this. Like,
But what kind of rappers are you looking up to?
Oh, Gets, DWE, Wildest.
Oh, so it's a
Skepta,
grime thing.
Grime thing from earlier.
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay, so grime, busting Manny,
man.
yeah?
Yeah. I love that Busta Rhymes as well, don't like Missy Elliott.
Yeah. Okay. So then who's your favourite artist then of all time? Like UK?
Jeez.
Top 5?
I love Sasha Keeble, Georgia Smith, Dave, Gets. I think Gets is always going to be my number one. Like, Gets is just...
He's on
just
everybody's
too
top 5.
crazy with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who else am I fucking with at the moment? Not UK, but I really love Dolce. I think she's cold.
Okay, and then just the Manny music scene in general, because what we know from Manny is more like, I don't know, like punk rock was big up there.
Yeah.
Obviously
No big
Oasis
scene.
and all of that scene.
Maybe.
Come on. But I'm saying, like, there wasn't much of a rap scene, was there, in those days from Manny?
Nah, not really. It was more like you said, funk, soul. Breakdancing was really big. Then my dad was in like a breakdance crew, and so were my uncles. So it was more like breakbeats and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, for me, Manchester, the scene's popping, like P1 Caps, Keem, Lady Ice, Wonder. Like, there's loads of artists coming through now.
Yeah, now I'm talking about then though.
Yeah, then it was more like, I suppose my era then was like, Shifty was kind of like the only one doing stuff, Mayhem Crew and that. But yeah, I'll probably get out of it and remember loads of names, but right now.
Yeah, oh shit.
Ah.
All right, cool. So you just going to youth clubs, spitting, and then you've realised about 15 that
Yeah, I'm
this is
alright.
I'm going to start taking it seriously.
Yeah, and then I got...
So then you start penning lyrics?
Yeah. Do you know my first rap name was actually Shaolin?
Swear
Yeah, because I
down.
did kickboxing. Bad
Come
girl
on.
Miss Shaolin. When I'm
Come
on the
on.
mic, you better be listening. And bad.
Come on. Hey! Yeah, that's a bad boy name though.
I know,
Come on, man.
Shaolin.
You should have kept that.
I know.
That
Well,
sound
man,
like
I'm
ninja.
out.
Anyway, I mean, I've done it now. Fuck it. All right, cool. So then you start writing lyrics, yeah?
Yeah, I started writing. The first kit was first and foremost, it was kind of like a therapy thing, like a diary type shit, you know,
Right.
like just writing kind of for expression. And then I loved Dizzy Rascal at the time. Yeah, I remember.
You got the rasket. Yeah.
And that I love you. And then that
Come
guy,
on,
I was
yeah,
like, oh, don't, you know. I was like, yeah. And then from that, I was just like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Okay, so then you're writing lyrics and just doing them in youth clubs.
Yeah, literally youth clubs. And then I got a shout from one of my youth centres, took us to One Extra. They had a program called You Take Over. And you got to go like put on a show, pick artists, guests. And what's mad, actually, we brought on Che3kz before he was blowing.
Okay.
So we had him on, I think it was like the late night show or something.
Is this in Manny?
Nah, we were in London,
Oh,
yeah.
London.
We spent like a week in London or something doing it. And that's where I kind of started getting my eyes open more to like the scene, and it can actually be a career.
Yeah.
Before then it was just like, just spit into spit.
Cool. So now you just want to be a rapper,
There's a
Or is
lot
it-
of things I want to do in life.
such as? Then
Then,
I'm talking about.
at the time, it was literally just music and dance. They were always like my key things.
Yeah. And you don't want to do nothing else.
Nothing else, that's it.
And then are you kind of being less outside then, or are you still keeping the outside thing?
I was still a bit outside, yeah, because I played football as well. So I think when that started fizzing out a little bit, my boy, R.I.P. Carlton, he was he was my bestie. There's like a group of us, and he actually gave me the nickname. It was Gangster Cheeks, and I was like, I can't move forward in life with Gangster Cheeks.
He
So I
gave
just,
you, okay.
yeah,
so
yeah.
Where
so-
did cheeks come from then?
From him, yeah. So
but
he,
what's the
I just little chubby cheeks. I've always been cheeky as well, and people just say, bare cheeky.
Is it the chubby cheeks or is it cheeks, as in you're cheeky? Because I don't see no chubby
Both.
cheeks.
Well,
you know.
no, then I was a bit.
Okay.
I know, I'm cute now, innit?
So
Say yes.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Come on.
Christ.
So he's the one that called you cheeks.
Yeah. So he had I remember he was in prison at the time, and he wrote me a letter, and he was like, yeah, I love Gangster Cheeks, and he wrote it out, and I was like, actually looks pretty cool. I was like, yeah, I'll stick with Cheeks.
Is this with the number 3 though?
Yeah. Did it have the 3 in it?
That's what I'm saying. Come
I can't
on.
remember, I'll have to read the letter.
Come on. All right, cool. You got the name now. There's not a lot of Manchester rappers doing their thing, and so I don't know if it appears that anyone in Manny can actually make it at that point. Do you get what I'm
There
saying?
was Shifty. Shifty was doing really well.
Right.
We had like videos on Channel U and that, so then it was like, oh, okay, like there is a scene.
There is a scene.
Yeah, not so much. I think female rappers probably not so much then, because the only really big ones in the UK was like Miss Dynamite and that.
Cold.
Waiting.
Cold.
Yeah. So she was like a big aspect. I used to see her, I'd be like, okay, yeah, like.
Oh, so that's what I want to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
All right, cool. So are you like making songs then or what?
Yeah, making songs in the studio. I did like quite a bit of drum and bass as well then as well. But drum and bass and grime was kind of my thing. Remember MySpace? I used to have like my tunes on MySpace and that popping.
Showing age, you get me? MySpace, what's that? I don't know what
Shut
that
up,
is.
you.
I heard
you
about
chatting,
it. There's
you're
like a
an
couple
idiot.
men have sat here and said
Man's
MySpace.
chatting,
I'm like, yo, what's
I
that?
heard in 1845 MySpace.
All right, cool then. So what's the plan then? How do you go forward then? You want to be a rapper.
Yeah.
You're in Manchester. There's not a lot of Manchester rappers out there. The accent's an issue for, I guess, for just mainstream
Yeah.
people. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, so then what happens? Because it's all like London based.
Yeah, so from there I'm like just doing shows, gigs, getting my name out there, and then I got a message on MySpace from AJ saying that she was putting a girl group together. They were looking for a rapper.
Right.
And wanted to meet me to do like basically an audition for it.
Right. Did you know AJ prior?
Nah.
Okay, so you just got a random message to say, do you want to audition for a girl group?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
at first
fuck
I
it.
was like, do you know what's crazy? At first I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like, do you know what? Take the opportunity. You never know what's going to happen.
Right.
And they didn't tell me Oritse from JLS was involved. They just said, oh, they've got backing from someone, which is crazy because then when I showed up to the day and it was him, I was like, oh, no way. Because I used to like chat shit about JLS. Like.
Oh, did you? what did you say? What did you used to say about JLS?
Nah, do you know what it was? It's commercial popping it, and I was like the total opposite of that. So, but obviously then after getting to know him and seeing the work rate, like nothing but respect for him. But at the time I was like fucking pop, and then lo and behold, I'm there singing Boombox.
So you go in an audition room, Oritse from JLS, and they're big at the time.
They're massive,
This is peak
yeah.
JLS,
Like
you
yo,
know. This ain't-
literally, we had my old dance studio, Studio 25, shock out, and I was like, oh yeah, can you use the space? And I've come in and they were like, do you know who's in there? I was like, nah. They're like, you know, it's the guy from JLS. I was like, fuck off, you chatting shit. But I was like, yo, what are you saying?
Okay. So you go, you audition, and you get the part.
Yeah. So they offered me moving to London, joining the group, and at first I was a bit like, I don't really know. Like, I just got my own place in Manny. But then I was like, it'd be silly to not take the opportunity and go for it.
But it's a girl group. It's
a girl group,
pop
yeah.
Right? It's a pop group, would you say?
Yeah.
So it's like you're a rapper.
It didn't start as that though, yeah. Like,
okay.
It was, yeah, they just asked me about being, obviously the rapper in the group, and I was like, sweet. And then I think as time went on, it became a bit more commercialized because obviously we had the backing from Oritse. That's kind of, but we had some like banging tracks that we never even put out that I thought were well colder.
Okay, cool. So you're put in a girl group scenario, you move to London, yeah? How is that for you though?
Crazy.
Yeah.
I literally left everything I know. One of my best friends lived in London, thank God for Kyle, so he really looked out for me.
Right.
But yeah, I was just like outside, they didn't just having all the fun.
And then obviously like girl groups, I know girls that just fight over going on holiday. You get me?
Yeah.
So when you're put in a girl group environment, people think it's all rosy and that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it can be crazy at times.
So you need to explain like being in a girl group, and there's 4 of you, right?
Yeah, 4 of us, yeah.
How is that to navigate?
It was, do you know what, to be fair, I think I was so naive and so grateful for the opportunity. I was kind of just like a yes person, like whatever you need, get it. But it was hard, I think, to navigate because AJ was kind of seen as like the lead of the group because she put the group together. And you just got loads of different personalities and like, and obviously the time of the month. But what was really good is because we were all so different, we all brought something to the table.
Yeah.
Which benefited, but yeah, it wasn't too crazy. No, there was some crazy times, but yeah, it was actually all right.
What was the craziest time?
I'm not gonna go into it, but let's just say there was an altercation at some point.
I swear.
Yeah.
What, fights, yeah? Are you swinging Are you swinging?
You know, I take me
Is
for
gangster
idiots.
bitch coming out? Yeah. Is that what you're doing?
Listen.
Okay, cool. So you're in a girl group, you put a package together, right? And then what happens?
We were
and
performing.
you're being managed by Oritse Williams from JLS.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? He's such a good guy. He's got such a big heart, and he proper looked after me in London. Like, I'll always have love for him.
Yeah.
And then we were obviously doing shows, performances, and then we went on the JLS tour. So we did the UK Arena tour, which was crazy. Like, do you know what I loved as well? Like, I was able to like bring like my nana out, my niece, to like see me perform.
So when JLS are on the arena tours around the UK,
with the support act.
You guys are coming out first. So you've got the arena.
Yeah, do you know crazy that you just look out, there's actually thousands of people. Like,
so that's an amazing opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So do you know what I will say? Big up Oritse still.
Yeah,
a very
man.
nice guy. I do have
proper clean-hearted brother.
There's like a lot of snakes in this game. I'm telling
man.
you. I have to say the brother's got a good heart.
He has,
I have to say it because I see it with my own eyes.
Yeah, man.
And he really tried.
Yeah, he did.
He really.
He like put us on,
Like he really tried.
Yeah.
Because that in itself is a cheat code. Opening up for JLS.
Do you know what I mean? Like it was crazy, and then we got stuff were going well, and then they had we did an audition for Simon Cowell and Psycho and the label. So they kind of wanted to see our music and what we did. Actually, no, I think this was before the tour. Yeah, so before the tour, we'd done an audition with him.
Right. What do you mean? So Oritse's arranged for Simon Cowell's Psycho label to look at you girls.
Yeah. So we did like a showcase for them. And it's funny that actually we did that before Vivi and Jade joined the group. So we had 2 other members. And we've done that, and then they liked it. And then from what I know, they then asked, would we go on X Factor? And I wasn't feeling going on X Factor because I felt like they would. I feel like what comes with X Factor sometimes, the story, they take the story more than the music.
Of course, yeah.
And I wasn't in a place where I was comfortable to own or share parts of my life. Like, I didn't need set things.
Welcome to X Factor. Yeah, I used to be gangster bitch, basically. Yeah,
I'm gangster bitch's little sister. They call me gangster cheeks. I'm out here like, nah. I was like, nah.
Okay, so you get the offer to go on X Factor, and I think a lot of people don't realise that X Factor, there's a lot of pre-planning going on about who's going through.
Yeah.
You're not all queuing up. Like it's
yeah.
Everything's planned. Okay. So you kind of turn it down then.
Yeah. I wasn't feeling doing it, and then off the back of that, they made Little Mix. So what's crazy is the first few auditions, the first few songs that Little Mix performed was the songs that we auditioned with. So we did like Katy Perry, E.T. We did like a Nicki Minaj, was it Super Bass remix, like a medley. And then they based basically off, VIDA, like, you know, they got more tomboy one. Like, I think at first one of them, like, was rapping.
Right.
So it was based off us, but then after that, labels won't touch us because you can't go against the machine of X Factor. Do you know what I mean? And
So if you had agreed to go on X Factor, you would be with Little Mix.
probably, maybe.
Swear down.
Crazy, yeah.
Do you regret that then?
Nah, my journey is my journey for a reason.
For real?
Yeah, for sure.
So just to make it clear.
I mean, at the time, I was probably like punching the air, like.
So you was offered basically the Little Mix position.
Yeah.
So do you think the Little Mix thing was all planned?
Yeah, of course.
From like before they were even put in the show?
Because they were all individual girls, weren't they? They put together for the group. So,
yeah.
But that's how the industry is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but I think a lot of people think that X Factor is all just normal and organic, and anyone can do it and break it.
No, it's a business at the end of the day.
But there's an
innit?
aspect of everything's planned.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So then you do you go on this tour.
Yeah, go on a tour. Things are going well, and then I think we got offered to get signed. I think like they wanted to sign the single Boombox in like France or something.
Right.
But at this point now, I was kind of over the girl group shit. I was just.
Why?
If I'm honest, it just didn't feel authentic.
Right.
I just felt like I was being forced to be someone I'm not. Like.
Right.
Very.
More pop and like.
Yeah. Like, I wasn't making the music I actually like, so it was a big step. But I was just like, yeah, I'm out.
Right. First single comes out, Boombox. Is that a single that you want to come out? It's all right. It's old now.
Nah.
No.
I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
I want to know when I was like, oh Jesus Christ, people loved it.
Okay.
So I was torn because I was like, okay, the opportunity, but the opportunity is sick, but yeah.
So whose call is it to bring out that song?
I think it was management, really, because we
Oritse?
recorded bare songs, yeah, but AJ was very much leading that as well.
So you didn't really have a say?
Nah, not really, nah.
Okay, cool. So how about the other girls? Have they got a say? Or is it just kind of...
They were kind of like, yeah, we're going with this. And obviously we were so young, we were just like, okay, great, sure.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. And then you do the video.
Yeah. Video was sick. I enjoyed shooting that.
And the production is through
crazy, yo!
Just
with the big teeth, big cameras. I was just like,
just as a random thing, I was actually there when you were filming it.
Was ya?
I was there, yeah. It was in South London.
What was you doing?
I was about.
That's what I was about.
But I was actually
Crazy.
on set when you filmed that video.
No way.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah. And
That's mad.
And the production was through the
Next
roof.
level.
Who filmed it? It was a big director as well. I thought
it
was,
Ben something?
Yeah, I think it was. But like proper.
Yeah, like that was the moment when I stood and I went, wow, like we're really like all the things you've wanted.
Yeah,
like,
it looked like a pop star lifestyle.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I remember your wardrobes were all given to you.
Crazy.
It looked nuts. I remember standing there thinking, holy shit, this is a full scale production.
Yeah, man.
So all this money is being spent on you guys, right?
Yeah, I never saw a penny. I never made no dough from VIDA.
Right. Fair enough.
Video look good though.
No, but when you seeing the money that's being spent, can you understand?
Yeah, I'm like, give us a $5.
Yeah. But okay, so then how are you living then in that period of?
I lived with Oritse, so me, Oritse, and AJ all lived together.
Well, that must have been fun. How was that for you? Any stories you'd like to divulge? Alleged stories?
No.
No.
I mean, I chat to people business. But nah, it was, do you know what? Oritse was, me and him got along because we both love R&B as well. So we'd always like share music and stuff. But it's.
But again, how nice of him.
This man's such a
The
good
man
guy.
is in a boy band, mainstream, probably got
Literally,
millions.
put me out of Manchester, went, come stay with me,
And
let's
he's saying,
do this
come
thing.
stay with me.
Yeah.
Come on, you have to.
Made me laugh. I had a doo-doo. I remember messaging my mum having a doo. I was like, Mum, having a doo-doo on JLS's toilet. Like, she was like, what the fuck is going on in the world? I was like, mad in it. Like,
but did you think at that point I made like we're gonna make it? Because on paper it seemed like, all you girls were gonna make it.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
there was no girl group. It looked like you lot are next, like.
Yeah, there was at the time, there was obviously Stushy, and there was, what were they called?
Oh yes, Dushy, holy shit.
Oh, there was that other
But
girl
there wasn't, do you get what I say? It felt like someone could take the spot.
Yeah, there was something there for the taking.
There wasn't like a clear-cut winner of that battle until Little Mix.
Little Mix came and just
So,
did the thing, yeah.
So you're feeling like you're next to, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like we're going to like big events, like going to watch Mobos, and like there was just bare stuff. But what it was crazy, it come down to, realistically, it looked like that, but I didn't have bread like that. I was still teaching dance, you know what I mean, to young people at the youth club.
Yeah.
still doing what I need to do on the side.
But you don't feel like you was bumped because of, you could see what Oritse was trying to do. It wasn't like he was trying to...
No, but he wasn't taking it because he
that's what I'm
was
trying to
part
say.
management. Yeah,
But
he wasn't the only manager.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like it's different if like you lot have made bare money and you haven't got none.
Nah.
He's trying to get you in that avenue. Do you get
for
that?
sure,
He's trying to
He's putting us like in front of the right people.
All right, cool. You do the video. You're promoting the single on arena tours.
Arena tour,
everywhere.
man.
So the expectancy, I'm guessing, is high, right?
Yeah, crazy.
So what is the expectancy?
It's a lot of like radio tours, you know, interviews, rehearsals.
And you lot are really doing this. You're
yeah,
out on
like
the road.
even like the choreograph, like we choreographed it ourselves. Like we got the lady made our outfits for us.
So is the expectancy like a top 40, top 20, top 10? What is it?
Yeah, I think actually I don't even know what the expectancy was, but I mean it did chart, but I can't remember what.
Yeah, but you were expecting like.
Yeah, in my head I'm like, we're going clear now, of course. Like
This
made
is
it.
Bus.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Song comes out.
Yeah.
What happens?
It kind of, I think it was just, it didn't like chart because I also think like part of it is like you are riding the back of JLS and they were then trying to say that we were a female JLS and I was like, nah, brethren.
Yeah,
right.
but anything for just to get the audience in. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for true.
And it's crazy because I actually witnessed that whole promo run. I witnessed it
Yeah.
all. I was actually in the house when the charts were being revealed.
Well, you've got that memory. My memory's shocking.
I was there when.
No.
Yeah. It
Crazy.
Was,
What did we chart? Do you remember?
You didn't chart. I don't think. No. It wasn't. It just wasn't what expected. I think like in the dance charts you would hit something.
Right.
I can't. But it clearly wasn't what. You expected.
Yeah, they thought tour that.
You thought like basically all the work had been done, and the only result now, I presume, to be honest, was like a top 20 minimum or top 10. And I was in the room when Oritse got the phone call.
Mad.
And I think he said that, and I give him props because he focused on the positives. I think that are in the dance chart or whatever. But it doesn't do what it's meant to do.
Yeah.
So how is that for you? Like,
that's probably where I was kind of at my point then, where I was like, well, we've done all the work we needed to do. I wasn't really feeling being in the group. Some energies just weren't aligning for me. And then we did one more single, Soldier.
Yeah, I actually thought that was better than that.
I did, Soldier it broke. I was like, fucking Boombox.
It really was.
No, we had another track with Emanike, which was like a more like dance track. And even that, I was like, we had so many better songs, but they wanted to run with Boombox, and then that's probably why the Clark didn't chart.
Okay, yeah, but the feeling, is there like a disappointment then? Like, really, you were so close to...
Yeah, because you're holding on to everyone's words, and as well, like, everyone's like, yeah, you got this is going to happen, that, and then... Do you know what's mad?
It's like the carrot's right there, and it's like you can almost grab it, and you can't.
No, yeah. And then we did Soldier. And then after that, I think... I was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. And then they asked about me and AJ doing a duo, and we cut one record.
Yeah, but that's a bit mad though.
I know.
How's the duo gonna work if the... Yeah.
Different. And I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling it.
Okay, so you just allowed it.
Yeah, go off.
But are you like disappointed though?
Yeah, of course. It's something that I've wanted from being a kid, you know what I mean? So it's hard because you're grateful anyway of the opportunity, but you do need that solidifications of people going, okay, you've charted, or, you know, that's like the industry shit that you don't think about at the time. And
is it kind of tough to deal with afterwards? Like?
Yeah, I hit like a mad depression, like crazy. Like I moved back to Manchester, but I went straight back into youth work because that's something I've always done and loved, and then I just poured everything into giving back.
But this depression, are you like handling it, or you just kind of...
Now, well, I used to smoke weed then as well, so I just like bun all the time. So
yeah,
I probably wasn't
but
dealing with it.
Some would say that would actually make it worse.
Yeah, of course.
Because you go into yourself, innit?
Yeah,
and you go into your own head. Do you know what I mean? And there's no aftercare in this game.
Nah,
do you get what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it, and everything's amazing.
Yeah.
But when you don't get it, and now you're just forgotten about.
Yeah.
Literally in about a week.
Everyone as well, because they have such an expectation of it. So for me, it was get back to youth work and just get back making music, and that's exactly what I did.
And side note, because of my own experiences, I was at some of the tours, and you would do signings, and the queue of people,
Yo, I know.
was like you lot were JLS.
I
see that shit with my own eyes. Like, what the?
People would like scream. Like I had
No, let me say it from my point of view, because I'm just a witness. You get what I'm saying? But I was there. Yeah, these girls would go on stage. Yeah, arena tour, right? A support act, and then they would say, oh, if you lot want to have a meet and greet, we're gonna be at aisle, whatever it is. And bro, man would go around the corner, and people would leave the arena to just get a.
Crazy.
You get what I'm saying? And that to me is like, yo, you lot are pop stars.
Yeah, for real.
So it's mad that it just didn't translate. I can't get
I know.
it. Like,
it was mad.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
for real.
that must be a bit uphill to swallow.
Yeah, because you go from literally like, you know, the high, like everyone, I think I'm probably quite lucky that I'm very humble anyway. So for me, I'm grateful that people know who we are and want to take time to chat to me. But also for me, it's about the art. Do you know what I mean? And the music's got a slap, and that's what I love.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course it was crazy. You know, you come back to Manchester and everyone thinks you're this big mega star who's rich, and you're like, it looks like that, but that ain't the truth.
You're back outside on some gangster bitch thing. Yo!
No, I was good then.
Give me my motherfucking money,
all
man.
that shit there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then what do you do then?
Like I said, youth work, music, and I just poured myself into that.
Yeah, but that's a very long period of time. We're talking like 5 years plus. You're just doing that full time.
Yeah, full time. So I started as like a part-time dance teacher. And then I was like head of performing arts and progressed through the youth work journey. But I'd always take young people to like do competitions and stuff. So we had like a good rep because they had like, all the young people got like loads of trophies. I was like a dance freestyle champion of like UD, I would think, or some madness.
So then in your mind, is the fame dream over?
I thought probably that level of it, I was like, as long as I can continue to make music, but I think I'd probably just was like, yeah, I just need the minute to just.
Right, and like a minute turns into a few years, right?
Yeah, years,
How many
Bridget.
years?
Well, I'm back now, innit? So that tells you.
What's that, 10 years?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That's a big gap, you get what I'm saying? And you don't want to drop music in that time, or what is it?
I did, yeah. I
and then the
a few
scene's
things.
always changing as well,
Yeah,
innit? Like drill is not out, it's not a thing. Grime kind of goes down.
Up and down,
it's like ups and downs, and there's not really a scene. Manny's got no one. Bugsy Malone's not about at these moments.
Was he popping then?
But I'm just trying to say.
Bugsy. I think Bugsy had just started. I think he just done his like 90-second freestyle. I remember there was.
Right. Okay. Cool. But
no, there was this man like Riggs. Right now it's coming back.
Okay, Riggs. Oh my
God. My boy
right.
Riggs.
Okay.
He was like C4. There was.
Okay, there's a couple, but there's like it's just not enough. And like female wise, there's no female. Do you know what I'm saying?
Nah, not
so
I can think of.
It kind of crushes your dreams, right? Because there's like you can't see a way out of here. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I was happy in it because I probably felt I'd done so much and I'd never dreamed to accomplish what I did. So to have done that, I was happy to just sit back. Yeah, and go, right, maybe that's it for me now.
In your mind, have you kind of given up that dream then? Be honest.
Nah, not really. I probably knew I'd get back to it, but at that moment I was like, nah.
Okay. Because obviously there's like a window of opportunity and it would appear like your window's closed.
Yeah,
now.
it's shut, innit? Bye.
I mean?
Now look, now I'm on a Shiz show.
You done made it, homie.
Hey.
No. Okay. No, I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to highlight that like 10-year period because people think, oh look, you know, she's come from nowhere or she's or like she's blown and all of that, but it's like there's like highs, lows, depression,
yeah, for sure.
all of that, and then there's like a 10-year period, and you're in Manny, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in Manny, and that's the thing. I just threw myself into youth work, and then.
What does youth work mean? Explain that.
So supporting young people in terms of opportunities, aspirations, giving them pathways, giving them.
Yeah, but again, that's putting someone else over your own dreams.
Yeah, and that's what I did. Yeah, and I think that's probably what I realised when last year I decided to get back on music properly. I was like, I've been doing this for everybody else. Like, what do you really want? Like, I really wanted to get the role that I got. I got that job, and then I looked around and I was like, okay, so what next?
Right.
And for me, it's always been music and performing arts. So I was like, okay, well, if we're gonna go for something now, you gotta go all in, or
right.
Shut up.
So what? Last year, you think I'm gonna go all in?
Yeah. So I went. What did I do? I applied for Rap Game. Got through to the finals.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, we're.
Oh, no. Go on. 7 sausages. Go on.
I'm getting hot now, you know. Hey.
No, okay, cool. So you're trying to find a way back. You're like, right, fuck this. Like, I really like. You've got the urge, yeah.
Yeah.
But then you could drop music and stuff.
Yeah, so I think I'm very all or nothing though. So I'm like not a half-hearted person. So I think with it, I was kind of at a point where I said, if I'm going to do it, I need to do it properly, but I need to like fully throw myself into it and like be truly fearless in every opportunity I go for.
Right, but battle rap's a whole new world.
Yeah, but I never even meant to, listen, I'm not a battle rapper.
That's
but
what I'm trying
like,
to
yeah.
Battle rap's a whole, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
like even that, from me knowing you, I'm thinking,
Yeah.
how come
Yeah.
you just ain't drop tunes then, or freestyles or something like that? This girl's gone into battle rap,
Yeah.
which is a whole new world.
Yeah, you got to have a stomach for that, Bridget. No!
But I'm saying, what was it that made you want to...
Do you know what it was? I applied for Rap Game.
That's the BBC one,
Yeah,
right?
the BBC one. And then I got 3 to 5, but didn't get on the show. And then in my head, I was like, because for me, I was like, if you're going to do it, like, you need to make sure you're on a platform. Like, you got to be strategic with it. You can't just be dropping songs.
The Rap Game's the BBC show, right?
Exactly. So I'm like, right, get seen, get known.
But who have you seen on there that you think like, yeah, this is the path for me?
For me as well, it's about showcasing my personality, because music's one aspect, but I feel like people buy into the person as well.
In
this
in
today's
day and age.
world, back in the day, it's just all about music, but now like people want to know the person behind the mic. So
yeah,
I was like, well, the best way to do that is to
go on Rap
get on
Game.
telly, innit?
Yeah. So you applied and you kind of got through to.
Yeah, and then didn't get on the show, and I was a bit like disheartened by it. But I was
Who
like,
got on that year?
it's thinking that Hey Dog, Leia, like Leia's sick.
I can't remember it.
Yeah, they've just done it now. They've just
I
won it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
since,
she's
like,
sick.
since,
There's some cold talent on it.
I think Bryn since Bryn. But all right, cool. So you don't get it.
Yeah.
So you think fuck this.
And then I went on my first solo holiday.
It's
Great. Like, listen, I was on like a whole like journey of healing. Like, I
What's
was
solo holiday? On your own.
by myself. Flew
Where
out
did
to
you
Greece.
go? Huh?
Greece.
By yourself?
Yeah, man.
That's proper grown antics.
Yeah,
you know?
trust me.
That's like going to a restaurant by yourself.
Yeah, I was eating outside. I listen, fine dining.
You have to be on a different level of mentality.
Trust
you know,
me.
like back in the day, if I see a man in the cinema by himself, I think,
like
bro,
weird.
you're weird. Yeah.
Trust
but
me.
I've never done it. I'm starting to understand.
Yo, you gotta do it, Brett. You
Swear
get some
down.
new
Have you
sense
been
of
cinema by
confidence.
yourself?
Not cinema now, but I've been out for food. But I go for all the time.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's mental how it changes, innit? But
Yo.
You went on holiday by yourself?
Yeah, so what's crazy, the year before is I did a full year sober. So I was like, I'm not going to drink, smoke, nothing. And that.
Okay, why is that?
I probably just I was in a place where alcohol wasn't serving me. And I wanted to know who I am outside of any substance.
Right.
And I feel that's a...
Do you think you was abusing them substances or just... Because like some people just dabble in it?
Yeah, no, do you know what it is? It's more so just like... I'm like all or nothing again, so I'm not having one drink, I'm having 10. I'm not having...
Shit.
So, but it just got to a point where I was...
Shit.
Do you know what I mean?
Here we go again. Here we go again. Okay.
Literally, so...
Yeah.
And I found as well, like, when people go out, they always feel like they have to drink because it's a sense of confidence and stuff. And I was like, well, I'm a confident person anyway, so
Right.
I wanted to really just see who I was without substance.
Yeah, so you stopped drinking?
Everything.
Stopped smoking?
Didn't do nothing.
For about a year?
Yeah, I did a full year
Was it hard
sober.
for you?
It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I think I learned a lot about myself, which is probably, like I said, why all the things now that
What
are
did you
happening.
learn?
I probably learned how to manage myself better, how my mind works, how I think. I learned,
Soul searching.
Oh, brethren, like I did the groundwork. I went back to therapy. Like I really just did that
What do
healing.
you mean back to therapy?
I love therapy.
Talk to me about therapy.
Therapy is probably one of the best ways to reflect, learn, and dissect yourself.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been in and out of therapy for probably since I was about maybe 20 or something.
But why did you start it?
Different things, so trauma.
Such as? What trauma?
Okay, now where do you want to start, darling?
Tell me, innit? Give me the bullet. You're a list girl, innit?
Nah,
a list them up,
right,
innit?
you ain't got long enough. Nah, there was loads. I think anything from being a woman of colour, growing up, parent household where there's lots going on.
But hold on, being a woman's a trauma.
No, but in terms of being a woman, in terms of manoeuvring through the world, a woman like me,
Right.
I'm mixed race, I'm a lesbian, I'm not your average
Right.
girl, as you say. So there was a lot of stuff with identity that I had to explore and figure out and be comfortable with, which I did that work on.
Yeah, and it worked, therapy.
Oh yeah, sick.
Do you advise it for people? 'Cause,
Absolutely,
like, some
yeah.
people don't want to talk, you know.
Yeah. No, I think like obviously everyone's different in terms of how you deal with stuff, but you have to be in a place of like really be open and also be in a place where you can like G-check yourself, and that's what I love about therapy. Like it's
Yeah.
not because some people are like, oh yeah, it's really like it just means you're just obsessed with yourself. And then I'm like, but if you're out here in the world, you have a duty to be the best version of yourself because everyone you interact with. So
Right.
if I can do that work, for sure.
And then the actual sexuality thing, how was that? When did you encounter that?
Do you know what? I knew I was gay, from when I was like, I remember I had a bestie when I was like 5 and I fancied her. And I knew from young. I had a best friend when I was like 5, and
right.
I knew. I
From
fancied
5?
her. From 5, yo.
Is
Remember
that a
playing
thing
house?
though, really?
From playing house, yo, I fancied her.
Playing house?
Yeah, you
What's
used to play
that?
house, like mum, dad, kids. You
Okay.
play house as a kid, innit?
Right.
You never play house?
I don't know what house is. What, as in you
Like
go
you-
to someone's house to play?
No, you.
I don't, well, I don't,
Did you never play house?
What? See?
Rah!
What's house? What is it? A game?
Yeah, it's like make believe, innit? Like you play make believe, like you play a family. Have you really? Is this just a normal? Right.
No, maybe. All right, go on.
But yeah, so we play house.
Right. But
And I knew from then I fancied her, yeah, it was crazy. But I didn't actually, I think I had my first girlfriend when I was like 16, 17, yeah.
And then kind of like coming out, is that like a, are you worried
Do you know
about
what's
it?
mad? Yeah.
Because there's eras, in it. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
And there's an era where like coming out's a bit of a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was, I'm really lucky that my family's really open anyway.
So what did you just tell them straight?
Yeah.
What,
And they were like,
or was you worried about it?
oh yeah, I was worried. Remember I told them at the time I was in a girl group.
Was you worried
dance
that
group.
you were going to get the tiger knee?
Yeah, me tied to the face, or just be disowned, or just not be accepted. I think
Right.
that was my main thing because my family's really close.
Yeah.
But they didn't give a shit. They were like, we've known.
I'll swear.
They couldn't believe it took me so long to tell them. Like we've been knowing this.
I'll swear.
Yeah, mad.
That must have been a relief though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I was like, gay. Be like, get love sugar.
All right, cool. So like therapy helps you then, basically.
Yeah, therapy
And-
helps.
And you still recommend it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you don't get on the rap game,
Mm-hmm.
and then you start looking at what, the pen game?
No, so I got a fault when I was in Greece.
Oh,
I
sorry, you went Greece. Talk
Yeah.
about Greece.
I went to Greece
On your own.
on my own first
Searching
song.
for adventure, like Kane from Kung Fu.
Boy, that was me, man.
What was you doing? Just
I was swimming in the sea every day. I was going on walks. I was meditating. I was
Okay.
writing. I was reading.
Soul searching.
Yeah, man. I just
where
felt
in
like
Greece you go?
Cos.
She didn't eye napper now. You know what I mean?
No, I went cos.
Isn't that cos a party place?
No.
You was hitting the dance, innit?
No, I
Don't
didn't,
lie,
I
you
didn't
know.
even drink when I was there, nah.
Swear.
Nothing. Yeah, proper like aligned.
Okay.
Man was like,
How long you go for?
A week.
Okay.
Oh,
Found
5
yourself.
Days, yeah, 5 days, yeah.
So you went to the mountains and come back.
Yeah,
Healthy.
literally.
Healthy.
I was drinking smoothies every day, eating fruit, getting
Health.
a massage on the beach. On
Avocado,
the feet.
baby.
Mad.
And
Listen.
salmon.
Boy.
With two cashew nuts. So you don't piss any.
Throw an almond in there, you mad.
All right,
Bridget.
cool. Come back, you're like a new person, innit?
Yeah, I needed that. So no, while I was there, I got a phone call from Darius, who's actually now my manager, saying, have you thought of Pengame? And I hadn't even seen it.
How do you get a manager if you're not even doing music?
No,
like?
so he's my manager now. At the
Okay,
time,
okay,
but at the
right,
time,
right.
I've been speaking to him. I was like, look, all right, well, I'll
Right.
get back into it. And he's known me from like being a kid. We grew up together, top guy. And he was just saying like, what about this opportunity? So he's like, all I need you to do is send me like a 16 or whatever.
Because the pen game was starting going up north then, innit, right?
Yeah. So they were bringing it to the
they'll
north. So
bring
I
it
did
to
the
north.
first north.
So you've already
yeah.
seen pen game.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
A bit, yeah. I think I'd seen like Ren DMC, but I not like proper
Ren's been
watch.
on the show.
Yeah,
Ren is
Ren's,
the champion.
Yeah,
you get
Ren was
me?
like, yeah, and I saw obviously some of his.
Ren's cold.
I saw that. There was it, the Alicia Keys bar in it, and I was like, yo, that was funny. But from that, so that happened, and then he rang me and was like, yo, what you saying about it? I was like, oh, I'm not sure. He was like, well, just send me like a 16 kind of battle rap vibe. I was like, listen, I'm out eating dinner, I'm looking at the ocean, literally like sun coming down. I was
Yeah.
like, you know, you want me to get on crud mode?
Yeah.
I was like, but I've not got my speaker, so I sent him like something that was on
Oh,
the-
there and then.
Yeah, so he's like, can you send
In
it
your
me now?
flip-flops.
Literally, brethren.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So I sent him something over, and then they got back and was like, yeah, we want you on the show. So we're doing the first.
So
10
who's
game
this
north.
Darius guy? Is he part of the
Darius-
show?
Yeah, so he was basically partnering with Pengame to do the aspects of
North.
it in North.
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right, right, right.
So he was obviously getting
He's
actors
bringing
all
talent,
together.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I literally went on in Liverpool. My first clash was against Preem Boy J.
So hold on, he goes, right, you're in.
Yeah.
So are you happy to be in like battle rap mode? Because you're not a battle rapper.
Nah.
So what do you do then? Do you
you
just
know-
think, fuck it?
Yeah, just go for it. I was literally,
I've got
I'm at
nothing
a
to
point.
lose.
Yeah, but exactly. If you're gonna go for it, go for it. Like, I haven't
Okay.
started talking about it, be
And
about
then
it.
preparing for battles, that's a whole new different thing.
Yeah.
Are you finding that hard, easy? Do you know what I'm saying?
It's mad, yeah, because before it, like, I think I put a lot of pressure on myself. Well, the first one, I didn't even know
Well,
what
it's
to
pressure as
expect.
it is, you're battling someone.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? I think my mindset was probably, again, a bit naive. I was just like,
What?
just
Oh,
writing
fuck it.
bars. Yeah, fuck it, just
Okay.
go for it, see what happens.
Right,
and
okay,
then,
cool.
Yeah, shit went all right.
Is that the viral moment or is that
No,
the
so
second
the
one?
first,
Okay,
the
right.
first clash I had was Preem Boy J, and I remember I remember he flopped his second bar. So this is how dumb I am. I'm not dumb, actually, let me take that back.
Right.
I didn't know that when you drop the mic or you stop spitting that you can't go again. So he's like, drop the mic, and Marks is like, yeah, you can't go again. And I'm like, dumbass. I'm going, yeah, start his beat again. So they're playing my track, and I'm going, yo, this is my beat. They're like, yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, you don't understand the rules? Right. Fair enough, bro, but you've got to learn.
I learned.
Right.
And then I got the reload. The first reload I got was on that purple Aki bar.
Right.
So that was mad. And then I think I was like the first reload on the first Pengame North.
Okay. So you can handle it then, basically.
Yeah, you know after that, I was like...
Because then you got to learn your lyrics, make sure everything's on point.
It, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And you win that battle.
Yeah, battered him.
I
say it no, but everything's perception in it. Like, there's no clear-cut winner unless it's when the judges are there.
Oh, the judges weren't there.
Nah, so this is all crowd participation and obviously like what people say online. So you don't.
Okay.
I think I win everything though, innit? So.
Okay, well, yeah, but you got to have that mindset though. There's no point going in there saying I'm going to win. That's pointless. You might as well just pack it in. Do you know what I mean? It's obvious.
No, go home now.
All right, cool. So now you're comfortable with it.
I wouldn't say I'm comfortable with it. Like I'm just doing it. I'm just like seeing where I go on.
Okay. And then is the next battle, right?
Yeah. Second clash, Marcel, yeah.
Right. And then you're just writing normal, like, yeah.
Yeah, because you have to obviously like, again, you have to like look up your opponent and stuff. And I was like, I'm not wasting my time going to like dig through someone's fucking life. I didn't really do. It's bad, innit? I know.
No, well, it kind of.
You probably think, yeah, but for me, I know a couple things, and I'm like, that's enough. Like, I don't.
So you're not really putting your heart and soul into this. Not
into the research, but into like the writing and the actual performance.
But then writing the bars, are they hard for you?
Nah.
They're not?
No.
Okay, cool. So you have this battle. Is this the battle?
This is the battle, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let me put my glasses back on now so everything's rose tinted. Hi!
Look, this is big now, you get me.
Gorgeous.
Okay, cool. So you're rapping and you drop the bar, yeah? 7 sizzling sausages.
That's the one, yeah.
Alright, fucking hell. Okay, you get a reload.
Yeah.
It's a good bar. Okay.
It's not the best bar, but it's a good bar, yeah. It's
funny. I'm glad you say that. It's a good bar.
Listen, I've got some bars I'm like...
It's reload worthy, yeah?
It's funny, innit? Yeah.
Gets the reload, and then you win that battle, or...?
I think I did, yeah, of course.
Oh, is it not up to
Nah, again, there's no judges there.
Cool.
But yeah, man.
Okay. So please explain what the fuck happens next.
Cause... You know what's mad is then I was on... So yeah, that reload happened. And again, I didn't think nothing of it. It was just kind of like, you got to reload, gassed, get off. And then I was on holiday and then I got a call.
Holiday what? Again, on your own?
No, I went with my
you doing
mum.
this soul session?
I went away with my mum and stepdad for her birthday.
Where you go?
Went Spain.
Come on.
Just nice little, you know.
Yeah, come on, little.
You know, little winter getaway.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
So yes, we went there and then they were like, oh, it's the battle's dropped. And then people are like...
Okay, sorry, how soon after does the battle drop?
It's different every time, but I think this was... I don't know time span. I don't even know, cool. Yeah. So that's dropped, and then I'm noticing, like, people are ringing me like, yo, you're that line or da-da, or then like, oh, have you seen that clip? Like, I'm like, what clip? And then they've sent it me.
So they make the reel?
Yeah, so they make that in it, and then literally it's going like up and up view-wise on Insta, TikTok, and then I'm getting calls, and then my followers, which is crazy, was, and I think I was on like 2,000 on Insta, and within 3 days, then it was like 32,000. Then it was just going up and up. I was like, yo, over some sausages, you know. Mad
thing.
Crazy.
And then the view number, what does it go to?
I can't remember, currently though, on all streams, said it had over 100 million streams across all social media.
That thing.
Crazy.
Okay, what is that like for you then? For someone, go on, answer that first. Kind of deep in that.
Yeah, I think even saying it now, I'm a bit like, rah. It's a bit surreal.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also coming from a kind of background of trying to make it into the mainstream and putting all that work and all that, and it just happening without you.
Organically, yeah.
Without you even thinking about it.
Yeah.
With a bar, you're not even thinking.
Throwaway bars, just like literally just throwaway bars, like funny.
So how does that make you feel about the industry then? Because in like one respect, it's like, I did it, but in another respect, it's like, bro, this is not like. I don't know, it's almost a bit of a gimmick, right?
Yeah, really. Like when the part of it as well, everyone said that they enjoyed, there was like, it was the dance with it, it was the movement with it, it was not just the bar, it's like the delivery of it. So that's where I locked in. I says, okay, well, people like personality, do you know what I mean? They want to know who the person is as well, but I didn't expect it to go how it has. Like, my trajectory of life is just everything I've been wanting and working on. It's coming to fruition. So.
But it's like you actually took over the internet
Crazy.
for about a week.
Everyone was just mad at me. They're like,
you actually like beat OF girls.
No.
No, but do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like there's people of the week that just go viral and just take over the internet, and you can't do fucking nothing about it.
Mad.
And
makes like millions, crazy.
and it's you doing that.
Yeah. Joe as well. At first, I was like, I had some sick bars in that, you know. You fucking.
And that's all you use. Yeah, I hear that. And it's nice that you actually understand that. Hold on, like in regards to battle rap, like it's not the great. Is it the greatest of bars?
Nah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And
No,
at
of
least
course.
you understand that.
Yeah, I'm not delusional all the time.
Right. So when you're that viral, are you getting messages from people that you know?
Yo, DMs were crazy, Bridget.
Is it? From who?
Nah, do you know? I think probably one of the biggest, like, one of the things I was most gassed about is the Source reposted it, obviously the magazine. So I was like, wow.
That's like yeah.
That for me was like
That's the
bigger
era.
than Sean Paul started following me.
Right.
Who else? Yeah, there's been bare, like, but just seeing it, that Aries Spears in it, then it was on World Star, like, yo, it went mad, I know.
Yeah, and just what is that feeling like?
Do you know what it was? I think it was kind of like the nod to go, yeah, you everything you've said about being out, you've done the work, you're doing it, and here's, rewards.
But can you actually process that, or is it something you can't even process?
It's literally, you can't write it, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I've
you
never
can't plan
planned
for
or
this.
thought about going viral, never even in my head,
You could spend a whole lifetime planning to go viral, and you can't.
No,
it's just
it happened, yeah.
Yeah.
People ask me, like, how did you do it? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't.
But there is a thing there, like, people try to go viral, and I think
it's cringe.
I think the best way to do it is not try to just.
Just be organically yourself, be authentic, know who you are, and literally do that.
So what are the opportunities that arise from there then? Because you are now the Pengame's #1 star, surely. I think have you got the most views then from Pengame? I would have thought so.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh,
I have to look.
If you're saying it's
Yeah, in
if you're
terms
saying
of
it's
for that
100
clash.
million,
Yeah.
I suppose. So now you're actually putting them on the map worldwide.
Yeah, which is dope. So when I'm talking to the team and stuff, I'm telling like what's coming up, like they're supportive, they support me with stuff, and vice versa. I'll always, because some people like Pengame, they'll be like, oh, like the battle rap, it's mediocre, or it's like bottom of the barrel, and I'm like, nah, this is really giving people opportunities to change their life as well.
Have you seen battle rap prior to this? Are you aware of any other league?
Yeah, I've seen like Don't Flop,
right?
Like, and watched.
Okay, so when you compare Don't Flop to Pengame, where do you see it?
I think it's sick because I like the fact that it's to music and you pre-write it. Because for me, it's still freestyle because it's no structure of a song.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I see it. But I enjoy that.
Some people may say the quality of rap is nowhere near as good as like a Don't Flop. Would you agree with that? Like quality of bars.
They're different though, aren't they? How I see it. But there's some now because there are some actual wordsmiths on it. But there's people that are up and coming. Like Pengame's gonna, do you know what I mean? Go clear. Well, it's gone clear.
And then who are your favourite Pengame artists?
Who am I? I love Keem, obviously. Manny. Who else do I like? Smiles, he's sick. I like Smiles.
Right.
And there's a guy, what's he called? He had this funny bar, he started like dancing. Man started doing some robotic moves.
Okay.
I can't remember his name, that's really bad.
Yeah. I was at the 2-on-2 final.
Yeah, how did that go?
I was there because Narstie was a judge.
Yes, he was, yeah.
Narstie, RD, and
Professor
unbelievable
Green in
energy.
it, yeah.
Unbelievable energy in there.
Crazy.
Like, and the production, I don't think people understand.
Yeah.
That is a full-blown production.
Exactly.
TV, runners,
Trust me, everything.
speakers.
Headsets, they were like, stand there, that's your
But
mark.
the
Like,
way it's run is
Proper.
unbelievable. And the energy in the room is fantastic.
It's sick, yeah,
No,
man.
it's fantastic. Well, I was standing there like,
Gassing it,
got drawn in quick.
sucked in it.
Like it's so good.
Yeah, man.
I don't think people realise that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
should really go to an event and then you get to
man.
know the characters. FYI, I still think Ren's the best. I like that Candy brother.
Candy's funny.
Like
Yo,
it's too
he's-
much.
Yeah, man.
And then that dude, the Spider guy, Spider. I don't like Spider.
Spider. Oh, who was
bad,
that?
Bad.
Was that?
I don't know.
Oh, Zen.
Is it Zen? I don't
Zen
know.
is-
I don't
yeah,
know the name.
Zen.
I'm sorry.
Zen's hard, Zen's
But
hard.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
But it's lovely to see that this league's got its own characters.
Yeah.
And you are now one of those characters at the forefront. Do you take that in, or do you just leave it? Is it pressure for you now?
Nah, I'm just grateful for it. I don't think it's a thing where it's like, oh, because of that moment. People probably look at me different or see me as like gone clear, but still the same.
And then are you under pressure to now for your next bars to kind of get that type of viralness?
At first, yeah, I probably was. In my head, I probably thought, shit, how are we going to do this again? But I dropped that thought straight away and I was like, that happened because it happened, you know what I mean? Like, you can't rewrite that moment for me. Every time I write, I just want to make sure my pen game is better, stronger, my clarity is there, my delivery, my performance, and I just focus on that.
And then there's also a bit of a curse, because once you enter like battle rap scene, there tends to be, you can't really make it musically, because I don't know anyone that's obviously pro-green, and but I'm saying it appears to be, you can't, so does that worry you? Because you get put in a box, don't you?
I think if you stay in that, but for me, like, it's doing this and then on to the next. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be in continuing this after the year, probably even like.
What, are you just doing Pengame for 1 year?
Yeah, max.
Oh, what, have you told them that's it?
Yeah, they know like it's an opportunity to do so, but I'm not a battle rapper. It's not like where my passion is. My passion is like music, so.
Right. So would you not do music now then?
Yeah, I'm still doing music now. Obviously, I just dropped Silence in studio. I've got another few things popping up. Obviously, festival season's coming, so for me, it's part of the package, but it's not, like I said, I'm not a battle rapper.
Yeah.
I've done a battle raps.
And then when people stop and call you like, I don't know, the sausage.
Crazy, the fucking sausages girl, you know.
Is that what they call you?
They're like, are you that sausages girl? I said,
right.
Jesus Christ.
So how is that for you then?
Considering I'm a lesbian and a vegetarian, it's all a bit mad.
Yeah.
But I'll just be grateful that, you know, I'm known.
Yeah.
It's bringing opportunities for me. Yeah, it's a bit mad though.
Do you get stopped a lot?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like.
Literally, I was out yesterday. I was out, and the guy was like, "Are you that rapper?" Like, he's literally sent me a drink at the bar. I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh my god, nice to meet you." I was like, "Nice to meet you." Crazy.
And then, how are you with handling this fame stuff? Because you've been in it in the past, all kind of being a girl group environment. Now you're on your own, standing firm. Is this way better for you?
Yeah, because it's more about, it's me leading my decisions and choices and taking leading opportunities without having to cater to anybody else.
And then the actual song that comes out, that the other guy does.
Yeah.
Were you aware that he was doing that?
Yeah, so we sent it me the day before it dropped, and
so then and then shouts out to him.
Yeah,
for
smart
actually
move.
Spinning that.
Yeah, smart
very
move.
clever,
For sure.
you know.
Yeah, for real.
So he goes and makes that song.
Yeah.
Doesn't really tell you though.
Nah, so to be fair, I said to him, hang on, because I was gonna drop the track, but I needed to get
What
the
do you
new
mean
beat.
the track?
So the Sausages actual version that I dropped, the actual song, you couldn't use the original beat I did it on because it was sampled up, Justin Timberlake, so we couldn't get clearance on it.
Right.
And obviously for me, thinking business, if you're going to drop a song, it needs to make revenue in it.
Facts.
But he wanted to do it on there anyway, because he was kind of just saying, look, your followers are blew up, mine ain't really there. I want to do this kind of just so my thing drops. So I was like, yeah, do your thing then. And he dropped it and it was good, I liked it, it was funny.
Yeah.
But I was also, right, how you got me at the start of the video, you got me, you took my hook, brethren.
Yeah,
I said,
but
yo,
can you blame him? Because he's the victim
brethren,
of it.
run me something.
Yeah, but...
I'm joking. No, of course, like, I like Marcel though. Like,
and then also for him being on the receiving end of that, he got a lot of back. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was a smart
because
business
you're talking
move
about
for him.
the way he speaks. So now
yo, you heard it? You've not seen the clash. The guy went crazy on me as well.
Oh no,
just on my thing.
But no one don't care about that. It's just the clip. No, it's true. No, come on, let's have it right. How many people have seen the whole battle? I haven't.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's that clip.
Yeah.
At his expense, which now he has to front wherever he goes.
And he spun it well. It was funny. I liked what he did.
So it's very clever the way he spun it.
Yeah.
And
Makes sense.
you're not on that song. So did you not want to get on that tune?
Nah, he'd already done it. He literally sent me the video, everything done. And I was like,
so do you feel like he should have put you on there?
No, he don't owe me nothing. I
No,
think
it's
it
not
would have
about
been better
owing
if
you.
we did
It's
it.
about what's right for the product. The song's about you, and
Yeah.
hats off to him. He says this. He says it, and like I think it's genius. Like it is. No, it is though.
It is.
Absolutely marketing genius. Whoever told him to do that,
man.
fucking hats off.
Yeah.
But I still think if you was on there with the cosign, would that not have been better?
That's why I said to him, hang on. I said, let's do
but
something
would
together.
you have done that?
Of course I would have, yeah, man.
you
It
would
makes
have done
sense.
that?
Yeah, for sure. I would have even just popped in the video, just like bigging him up. But the fact he just went and did it anyway.
So do you rate that, or do you think you should have just waited and kind of maximised his?
I think he should have
appeal?
waited, but it worked for him anyway. He got his followers up, and the song's funny, it's good, so it worked for him.
And then for you to drop the tune, are you worried going down the comical route of not being taken seriously? You're rapping about 7 sizzling
I know,
sausages.
crazy.
It's like...
Yeah, well, that's why I changed the beat and did it over grime.
Yeah.
So it made, because obviously with grime as well, it's not something that loads of people listen to, like, commercially wise, but obviously I love grime, so for me it made sense if you're coming like from a battle mindset as well. So yeah, when I dropped that, I was kind of just like, make sure the bars are in there. Everyone wanted the hook. Everyone's like, I want the song. And then people were like, we want that hook. But I couldn't do it over. You can't do the original. Then Marcel's done a version, then I drop it on the same thing. I was like, no, I'm going to do a total different.
Right. And it's good that you use the opportunity. You understand, like, I need to maximize this thing.
I did it, like, dropped it all on my own channel, like, paid for it myself. Like, I didn't take any handouts. Like, Pengame even said, like, do I put it on our channel? And I was like, nah, like, I want to.
Nah, lad, I want my own money. Nah, lad. Nah, kid. I see what you did, but I'm good now. You get me? I done blown up your thing. Allow me, innit? That's what you're basically saying. Nah. It's cool. Okay, cool. The negative side now, okay? Some will say that's not a proper rap bar. It's a cheesy bar.
Yeah.
It's too
It's a nursery rhyme.
It's
like
comical. This shit is not serious. What do you say to that?
It's not that deep. It's battle rap, innit? Like, you don't go on there if you've really got smoke with people. If I've got smoke with you, you're not going to know about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like.
But when you look at rap leagues, I don't know, URL, Don't Flop, King of the Dot, etc., it would appear on paper that bar wouldn't even get a second look.
Yeah, for real.
So what would you say to the hardcore and like enthusiasts that would say you lot are ruining battle rap?
Everyone is open to have their own opinion, but people liked it and it went clear, innit? So
yeah, not everyone liked it. The people online
yeah, of course, some fucking
you.
Aries Spears hated me for that week. He was like,
Aries
Shorty's
Spears,
not real. This ain't a real bar, Shorty.
So I've spoken to Aries. Ginger J had a kind of message for Aries. What was that like when you're seeing someone like him really cuss you and saying this shit is whack? This is not battle rap. This is a joke. We should not be respecting this shit. It's whack. That's what he was saying.
He was. Do you know what? Well, that props to him because, like you said, in terms of like battle rap, like you never want to disrespect an art form. But at the end of the day, that's something that popped for me and it worked and people liked it. Not everyone is like it. It's open to perception, isn't it? So
yeah, but when you got someone like that leading a
thanks for shouting me out, darling. Love that for me.
He's leading a hate campaign, really.
Yeah, I'm not that serious, honestly.
Okay, but when you're seeing that, is it kind of bothering you? Because he's talking like the whole of.
I was just gassed that he mentioned me. Like.
Okay. Do you have a message for Mr. Spears?
Do I? What would my message be to you, Aries? Thanks for the shout out. Big love. Keep doing your thing and keep supporting.
Okay, that's the message, isn't it? So then.
Positive girly, me. I'm a positive girly.
So where do you go from here then? Because what comes up must come down. You was viral. You was viral last. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
You're not viral this week.
Nah, literally every week.
But I'm saying
changes.
everyone has their own. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you maximize this now?
For me, so it's what I'm doing now. It's obviously music, studio, podcast. You know, making sure that it's not just a viral moment. Actually, it's a sustainable moment that I make a career into fully. And that's a goal, and that's things are happening now. Yeah.
And then on the kind of on the pen game front, what are you doing? Are you still battling?
Yeah, so I'm going to do the tournament. I think my next clash is in May. And I say I won't battle next year, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm going to do this tournament. But then yeah, just see what other opportunities come up.
Do you have what it takes to win it?
Do I have what it takes to win it? What the fucking do? What kind of silly questions are?
I was worried about the hesitation. Why?
I'm fucking with you.
Why the fucking hesitation?
I was fucking with you.
Okay. Let's say in like an ideal world, I call up Ren DMC and say, Ren, come back in the game.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, cool. Bring me cheeks.
Yeah. Let's go.
How does that end?
Let's go. Oh, we would have a ball. Do you know what I like about Ren though as well? Like, I like humour. So
Yeah,
for
but
me,
his humor is mental.
mental, yeah.
Like, but it's at your expense. It's all good. I like humor,
But
when
yeah,
it's aimed
whenever-
at you,
But
boy.
that's why you gotta have heart for it as well. Like, there's
Yeah,
a
but-
lot of people chat shit in clashes as well. Like, they make shit up. Do you know what I mean? For the camera. So if there's any truth to it, then you might be like, oh shit. But I'm quite a funny, light person anyway. So I'd crack up at it. It's not that deep.
Can you beat Ren?
Of course I can.
Hey, Ren! Hey, Ren!
To be fair, I'd love to do a two. Look at you, little
Hey,
shit.
Ren!
We should do a 2v2. We should tag team.
See, I love how you switched that to like, yo, let's be on the same team. But again, at your expense, do you think it's too much as well? You know, like the stuff about the graves and all of that. Do you think that's crossing the line? Because when I was there with Big Narstie and RD and stuff, and we was talking backstage, we was all on the agreement that's it's just too much.
Too much, yeah.
But there's a lot of people that say no, it's fair game. When you're in the battle zone, that's what happens.
I kind of am at that point. I think like battle rap, you know what you're signing up for. Anything goes. Do I think like morally things shouldn't happen? Absolutely. But
pictures of your
yeah, that's
dead mum's grave,
crazy, brethren, or like 16 bar about someone's dead or
putting out skeletons and all that. You really think that's the way?
I say everything for me. It's battle rap, innit? Like,
do you think it lowers the quality of pen game? Because when outsiders see that, they think this is like, there's like a moral compass.
yes,
and
I say morally, it
but
don't sit.
a lot of people, I would say the majority of people, they don't agree with that shit.
You prefer it not to happen, innit?
Because the reality is, if you said that on the road, you're getting punched in the mouth.
It's different story for you, innit? But that's why I say that if you go down that road, though, you got to hack what comes with it.
Yeah. I hear that. You know what you signed up for. So you're battling this season and then you're done?
Yes, yeah.
No more?
I don't think so, but you never know.
And music's coming?
Yes, Silence has just dropped now. And then I've got is it next month? Releasing something else as well. So I'm doing performances, shows, podcasts, interviews.
You're just full steam ahead?
Yeah, man. Go.
What? EP, singles, albums? What is it?
So I'm going to do an event called Cheeks and Friends where I'm going to like do like a sound listening party, but invite loads of different people.
So what's that for, an album or something?
That'll be for like an EP, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the EP season album, people don't really check. I don't know. It's very much a single dominated game.
Yeah, that's a thing. I think as well. Like you want the music to slap, don't you? But it has to be right. But you have to also be time conscious. So.
And then how is it for you seeing this kind of TikTok world? Like it wasn't around then to see what it can do for people.
Yeah.
Are you kind of with it, or do you feel like some people have just got a cheat code now?
Nah, do you know what? I'm
and
with
the
it.
talent, there's like people that don't have talent and they're busting up.
But you know what? That's good on them, man, innit? I feel like a lot of people who will just chat macro about it are either just in a state of jealous or envious or not happy about themselves. Otherwise, you wouldn't go on and look, would you? So,
but some
shout
people,
out everyone doing it, man.
But some people would say like there's real people honing their craft. I was speaking to a boxer yesterday and he put his whole life into boxing, but he was like, unless you've got a personality online, you can't even fight.
Really?
You've now got to show that you've got some type of personality. You've got to call out people. You've got to do another side of the game because talent is getting put aside because of stuff like this.
Yeah, unless you've got like a big machine behind you, like injecting cash and putting you places. It is, but that's why I say you've got to, if it's what you want, you'll do what you got to do, man.
Yeah. And then are you in Manny now? Or you
Manny, always.
Yeah. You're shouting at Manny.
Yeah, always 6 for you.
All right, mate. I asked. There's this thing that we do. You will like it.
I thought he was giving me a gift or something, and I thought I was getting a present.
You mad?
God, man. Doesn't know how to wine and dine him, does it? Jesus Christ.
Hold on. Right, I had a message from, anyway. There is motion on what? Hold on. Ring doorbell's going off, but no, I'm joking. Right, okay. We ask AI to ask you questions.
Oh, go on.
So these questions are from AI, nothing to do with me.
You chatting absolute maca.
What? Okay, what the fuck is maca, first and foremost?
Chatting shit, crud.
Okay. ChatGPT, yes?
Here are 20 engaging questions for cheeks. Let's go.
Yeah, so...
All right, okay. Official.
Trying to ting, you know. Think I'm maca, you get me?
I'm going to can't put that on the camera, can I?
You can, but you get me, man. You get me.
It's not fun, guys.
No.
Don't get ahead of yourselves, guys. Not that kind of party.
Right.
Go on.
What's the craziest thing that's happened to you in a rap battle?
The craziest thing that's happened to me?
Yeah.
Probably Marcel calling my mum a fat bitch and she was in the crowd.
Whoa!
And then she was like, what? I was like, Mum, allow it.
So, okay, look, how does that make you feel? Your mum is in the crowd and someone's going, your mum's a fat in front of everyone.
Yeah, I went to front kick him, cause.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Do you not
He came over and apologised though. He's actually apologised.
but
His mum was like, "I don't want to talk to you."
Yeah, but in a battle, is that not deep?
Of course it is, but I knew what I signed up for, so I can't be mad about it like that to that level. But yeah, I was, I thought,
If you had cussed your dad, would the
Yeah,
tiger
same
knee
energy.
come over the barrier?
yeah, I'm glad. Do you know what? I'm so glad my dad and my sister actually didn't make that clash. And I'm glad because my sister, it would have been poor Marcel, man. I would have
That's
been
what I'm trying to say. Like,
allow it.
Okay, if you could battle any rapper, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Battle.
The Ren thing's happening. You get me?
Who would I? What, do they have to be a battle rapper or just the artist that I like?
Well, that's just a question, isn't it? If you could battle any rapper, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
I don't know.
Okay, who's your favourite rappers then of all time? I know we've covered that, but
Cover
American.
Gets, yeah. American rappers that I love.
Yeah.
Obviously Kendrick.
Come on. What do you think of the Kendrick and Drake thing?
Crazy, wasn't it? I love that, he just went mad with that track though.
But do you think Kendrick is a better rapper, a bigger rapper than Drake?
I think what he stands for.
If they had a versus battle, who's winning that?
Yeah, Drake. Drake's got the hits, hasn't he?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't get all this whole Kendrick, like, he's not on his level. Like, he's just not. Like, if you go hit for hit, it's not even a competition.
If it's hit for hit,
But
but I
I
think
don't-
writing ability would be Kendrick all
But
day.
fuck all, like, it doesn't
Right,
matter.
you can't, you joking? What?
But I'm
That's
just,
crazy.
no, but I'm just saying, like, if you had a clash, who's winning the clash? Track for track.
If it's like a sound clash thing, obviously it would be Drake.
But there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
competition, is there? But there isn't.
Ain't that like us?
But that's like,
No, it's
okay,
not
and then what are you
overbanded.
gonna play?
Baby, we're not to me.
Okay, and then
this
what?
is all-
And then what? Go on. You're done after 5 songs.
Right.
You're fucked.
Nah, he's got.
He ain't got global songs
No,
like that,
look, you're
man.
right.
And I know there's videos of me with Kendrick, so I'm not even dissing the brother. You get what I'm saying? I'm just being honest about the situation. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's mad. I just think it's mad when you just get news and you're told this story, this narrative.
yeah.
Bro, if they had a fucking versus battle, it's over.
it would.
It's
Drake
not even a
would, yeah.
competition. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
He's very passionate about rap.
No, but I'm just like, it is what it, do you know what I mean? Anyway. What's the worst diss someone has ever thrown at you and how did you respond? Is that the fat bitch one?
Probably because it was aimed at my mum.
Yeah.
And obviously my mum's cute as well, so.
Have you ever had real life beef spill over from a rap battle?
Nah.
Okay. What's your wildest studio session story?
Probably when I was in VIDA and we had, I think the producer, he's called Jack Black, and he produced with Michael Jackson. So he'd work with him. So that for me was like,
Matty!
I think he was called Jack Black. I have to check the name. I have to check.
Okay.
But yeah, that was like mind blown moment.
Do you write bars in advance or do you freestyle most of your battles?
Yeah, everything's pre-written. But you can obviously on the day someone says something, you react and.
The rebuttal. If you had to ghostwrite for a mainstream rapper, who would you choose and why? Kendrick. Sorry.
Dolce.
Okay.
Because I think she's sick.
What's the hardest lesson the music industry has taught you?
Everything is not what it seems, so things might look a certain way, but
Yeah.
reality.
Which of the battles do you think is underrated and why?
Of mine,
I think so, yeah, yours.
probably the Marcel one. I think my first verse was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the biggest misconception people have about battle rap?
That it's all freestyle, like everyone really has beef.
What's the most embarrassing moment you've had on stage?
When I was in the group, I did. Right, is he doing?
Yeah, little man. He's
Is
a
he fucking just
he's a
doing
madman.
handstand? What the?
Standing handstands.
What the?
Listen, you talk about this ADHD. Let me tell you something. When it comes to energy,
Yeah, he's unmatched, didn't he?
this brother's energy is through the roof.
Yo, crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, he's vibes.
Yeah.
What
go
did you
on.
say to me?
I don't know. What's the most embarrassing moment you've had on stage?
Oh, when I was doing a dance part of the choreo, and I went over on my ankle and like mashed it up, and then I had to get an ambulance.
And then, this is my question, are you ever worried in the rap stuff that you're going to forget your bars?
Yeah, of course, yeah. You
So what happens
get
is-
nervous before it and everything.
So
Get the butterflies,
Are
everything.
there anything that you do to make sure you remember? Because if you forget, you're fucked.
For me, it's just like, it's muscle memory. It's to make sure that you was well prepared before it's
How
possible.
much practice do you practice before?
Oh, bear, yeah. I get obsessed.
Yeah, what lists, yeah?
List. Everything. Bar.
What's one thing that you have? What's one thing about you that your fans would be shocked to learn?
One thing about me. I don't know.
No.
What do you think?
I
Don't say I'm actually I'm a babe. I'm an absolute darling. Maybe you wouldn't know that.
I'm a darling.
I'm a darling.
Darling,
Babe.
our
Proper
kid. If you weren't rapping right now, what would you be doing?
Youth work.
And side note, it's good to see the rest of the VIDA girls doing their
Yes,
thing.
man.
Vivi was on The Voice.
Yeah, she's on The Voice.
Jade was on The Voice.
Jade was on The Voice. Shout out everyone, man. Yeah.
And they're out there doing their thing. So
Yeah.
it's lovely to see that, you know, people haven't given up.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
And you get me? They're outside.
Yeah, we're outside.
And it's lovely that you can never give up, and time is
man.
just time. You get me?
Yeah,
so you
for
can
sure.
you can keep knocking on that door. It's a lesson.
Absolutely, man.
Trust me.
There's no age on this thing.
You have 24 hours to live. What's on your bucket list?
Ooh, hang out with the family, good food, steam and sauna. Probably like go
Steam
to,
and sauna, you know.
Yeah.
Make sure the pores are
Yeah,
clear
it's
for when
fresh,
you.
do you know what I mean? If it's only 24 hours, I'd probably I'd want a trip. I'd want to go like Thailand or something. But
Yeah.
that'd take a lot of the hours though, wouldn't it?
Fucking 12 hours gone. What the fuck?
I know, well, they'll have to have a private jet, then have a good time on the plane.
Innit? Just book it in advance. Say, don't worry, I'll pay you back tomorrow.
I
but
got you,
I'll
man,
pay-
but dead up.
I'll pay you back tomorrow. If you had to pick one song as the soundtrack to your life, what would it be?
Jesus Christ, that's a good question. What do I like at the minute? Probably a house track, something just energy.
Side note,
Or dancehall.
What are the 3 best songs of all time?
Ooh, Jesus
That's my question. You get me?
Christ. Is that, yeah, that's me locked in there.
Me.
I'm going to just say stuff that I like at the moment because I'll go into a rabbit hole. So, Dolce, The Nile is a River. I like... What's that? Missy Elliott, Pass That Dutch. I think that's a banger.
Yeah.
And what else? Busta Rhymes, maybe Give Me Some More.
Give me some more.
Everybody's wearing love, Give Me Some More.
What's one trend in hip hop you think is overrated?
One trend.
I see the flare jeans are coming back. What's going on
I love that.
here?
I like that, you know.
Come on.
I like it. Yeah, get rid of skinny jeans.
No more tight
No more skinny.
pants, you get
No
me?
pom-pom ton up in a skinny jean.
Martin. Yeah, what's one trend in hip hop you think is overrated? Or should we leave that?
Probably just like you've always got to be hard.
Yeah, true. If you could switch lives with any rapper for a day, who would it be?
Who's got a banging girl?
Who's got a
Joe.
banging girl?
Who would it be for a day? Probably like a producer or someone like Timbaland, just so I could work with like bare different artists and
Yeah. What's the most ridiculous rumor you've heard about yourself?
that I've got an OnlyFans.
Thoughts on OnlyFans? What do you think about OnlyFans?
Because
I've had a lot of them sat here.
I fucking hell, I saw you,
Why
darling.
yeah, fucking hell, lad.
Fucking hell, darling,
Listen,
you
I
are.
can't help it now. They just be messaging me.
Right, is that you? You gonna get one?
I opened a.
What did you open?
I opened. No. Wait for that. No. Or lava. I learnt about lava yesterday in Birmingham. They just kept going lava.
I've not heard that, no.
I think that's the equivalent of Y for that. But yeah. Thoughts on OF, because these girls are out here making millions.
Yo, do your thing, sis. Like, if that works for you,
Yeah.
whether it's feet, pom pom, whatever you want to do, you ain't hurting no one. If you're happy with
Yeah,
that,
but
do your
morally though.
thing. That's on you, innit?
but
That's your value.
What do you think?
I would not be dating no one on OnlyFans. Let's
So
put it
then
as that.
you don't respect it then, really?
It's not. I don't respect it. It's just. It's not my thing.
Do you know what I said yesterday on the podcast? I said, I don't rate it, but I understand it.
Of course, yeah.
Do you get
I
what
hear
I'm
that,
saying?
Yeah. Like you said, it's like saying thing with a battle rap, innit? Like morally some things and your company should be like, nah, but
I love how you put OnlyFans with battle rap. That's
wild.
That's a mad combination. And then the last question is, what's next for Che3kz? Any upcoming battles, music, major moves that we should know about?
Yeah, so got a battle in May. Tournament starts on Pengame, lock in. Got Silence has just dropped now, videos up, and I'll be dropping another single in the next month or so.
Are you happy, Che3kz?
Yes, very.
You're always happy, you know.
I'm not always,
No, but I love that.
Yeah,
Every time I've seen you,
Yeah.
you've been happy. I want to say thank you.
Thank you for having me.
It's been amazing. And do you know what it is? I'm again. I will finish where I started. It's lovely to see someone who I've seen your. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you've tried to knock on that door. It hasn't happened for you. You've gone on. You've lived your life, and when you least expected it, you're just back out there like bigger and better than before. And I rate that for you.
Oh, thank you.
I love that for you. Just keep shining. You get me? We're here to support you.
Yeah.
Done now. This one right here. We love to see it. Yo, we
Well
out.
done.
We're out. Peace.